Gang, gang, hey, nothing but love and respect. You might have some cool fans, but mine are the best. We've been through it all, went to war when duty called. Never left a man behind, we move as one is super strong. I don't want followers, that implies I'm the leader. I'm not the captain, I just gave them something they can believe in. I hold the lamp in the darkness, but they're the light that I needed to see the road that we walk in between the angels and demons. And my fans have my back. Hate us if your feelings don't like facts. And my fans will fight back. Beat you with the keyboard you've been using to write back. I guess we need each other like both sides of the battery. We the army, we the homies, we the gang, we the cavalry. We're brothers and sisters, we hold it down like we gravity. Can't nobody break the bond that made us all family.
Me and my fans, we don't care what anybody say. Middle fingers to whoever in the way, man. Me and my fans, we gon' be together to the grave. It's a game till forever and a day, man. Me and my fans, we don't even trip in the hate. We got I don't give a fuck in our veins, man. Me and my fans,
We the hangover gang. Gang, 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 gang.
Oklahoma weather can dish out some of the worst punishment in the world. Hi everyone, I'm meteorologist Tuttle. But now you can fight back by installing Class 4 impact-resistant shingles from Ferguson Roof Systems. These shingles can withstand large hail, heavy rain, and hurricane-force winds, all while keeping your home safe and dry. And the best part? This upgrade is completely free for many homeowners. So call today to start reaping the benefits these Class 4 shingles bring, including a discount on home insurance. Only at FergusonRoofSystems.com.
Hey everyone, meteorologist Tuttle back with you again. It is just a little before noon. This will be your lunch update for your Wednesday. So I hope you're excited and ready for it. It's a little cold out there. I'm all bundled up inside the house. Don't have that heat cranking like I should have, right? Let's see here. Getting my stuff loaded up. And is this working? Should be working. All right. Let me click this button again. There we go. Okay. So looks like I got it going. So welcome to AT's Weather. I'm meteorologist Tuttle. I will be your host for the next 10 minutes. And then I'll send you on your way with a smile on your face. All right, let me post the link here to where you can get a live weather updates directly from me to you on your Facebook Messenger if you're having trouble getting notified by Facebook. Meaning, if you're watching this and the event's already over because Facebook didn't tell you for like an hour afterwards, well, that would be a no good, right? If you want to watch it live. So you use this little link right here and you will get notified by me by a press of a button in which you can make sure you don't miss anything. Especially comes in handy when it comes to severe weather coverage and or if you want to hear the latest on whatever winter storm we're going to have so you don't miss out on that. And we're getting to the time of the year, well, that'll be, around the corner. But we still have, believe it or not, maybe one more round of severe weather. Hard to believe, huh? Well, out there currently, we've got cloudy skies still. We will see some breaks in these clouds later on into tomorrow. And then also into Friday. So there is a silver lining. It's just a little slow to get here. Temperatures out there right now, I've got 44 degrees here in my backyard, which I think I've been saying 40s now for 2 days in a row. Broken record, and it is a little chilly. We do have an east wind, though it's fairly light. Every now and then, though, it's really weird. The overall wind field across state's light, 5 to 10 miles per hour, and it's nothing. But then out of nowhere, you'll get a gust of 20. It's random. It's really, really interesting stuff. Okay, so let's go on with the latest data I have here for you. We'll start with the rainfall totals that we've seen the last couple of days. Not bad. The models do fairly well, at least hinting at where there could be some heavier amounts. They won't always get them right, but they do at least give you the general area. They have a nice stretch, west to east stretch up here, where we'd see about a half inch or up to an inch. And we did get just about an inch of rain out here in parts of northwest Oklahoma. Southeast Oklahoma also a little over an inch down along the Red River. Everywhere else in between, anywhere from maybe a quarter to half or 3/4, so a pretty decent event, even though it was very light for the most part. Last night you could probably hear it coming down a little heavier. All right, let's take a look at the conditions out there right now. The fronts through the entire state still, lots of 40s in the red. Dew point values are into the 40s also, which means they're pretty saturated. When these two numbers are close to one another or equal, so for example, 44 over 43, there's not much difference between the two, right? Well, that basically equals close to 100% humidity. It's like 90 something. But if you look up here in northwest Oklahoma, same kind of idea, 39 over 38, they're just colder. So nobody's winning out here across this state. All right, so here's a look at those winds we talked about, still from the northeast primarily. Look at that. Every now and then there's a gust to 16, gust to 15. Otherwise, it's 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 miles per hour. Now, temperatures out there elsewhere over the state, we've got the 40s up there in the Tulsa area, 48 degrees for you guys up there. Same thing for southern Oklahoma. Western Oklahoma, of course, is the coldest spot up into the panhandle. And when you do factor in whatever wind is out there, it does add a little extra chill. So it does feel like the 30s across the state. Almost feels like, well, it does. Way out in the panhandle, feels like in the 20s. Otherwise, yeah, this is kind of what we get sometimes. We just got to deal with it, bundle up. Well, what's coming our way? Well, the first thing we're going to do is show you that the disturbance that's causing the rainfall now, this little area of upper level energy, those colors you see on the map in the jet stream, that is moving away, so that will take the rain along with it. What is coming in its wake? Well, let's press the old play button and find out. All right, so what you will notice is kind of a ridge of high pressure kind of builds in here, and that blocks storm systems, and it makes them kind of go around us, like so. And so, but we watch this little guy out here in the west for anything that may come our way and help to push this ridge out of the way, which it eventually does as we head into, let's see, right, I'm going to pause it one more time, there. All right, so this is midday Wednesday. So what this is a little weak low, a little trough axis of instability that comes in across the southern plains. Now this is a storm maker, and your best influence on this storm for this particular pattern is probably going to be like in this area here during the middle to afternoon on Wednesday. So that is where your storm potential is going to reside. Now, the key is this far away in time, so we're talking about next Wednesday, with this thunderstorm day, potential severe weather, is sometimes these troughs can be here, or maybe that might move in a little faster and they're here, or maybe they're moving a little slower and they're here. Depends on where this is, sets up a week from now, is where you get the storms. If it's here, then all the storms end up forming way over here. If it's back out here, then all the storms end up forming over here and then moving east. So, but when you're this far away, that's the best we can do, but at least it gets you in the ballpark. So do expect some thunderstorms across the state next Wednesday. So we're going to put this into motion. That will clear us out. So that's the next upper low disturbance. Another one wraps in behind it with a big low, almost like a chunk of the polar vortex wrapping up here across the Midwest. That's going to bring in some much colder air. What does that colder air look like? Let's do this. If we put this into motion, I'm going to show you. So we've got the first course the cold spell now. It's all the blue area. This is below normal temperatures. That moves out. Above normal, though, for Canada and the plains. And we start getting above normal here this weekend into early next week. We see all this red color. So looking good for us for a little brief warm-up. But remember, that storm system will be coming in toward the 10th. And here it is coming right here. It starts to zip on through. We do get warm out ahead of it. But when it does move through and then leaves us on the 11th and 12th, it starts to tap into this colder air. Look how that thing expands and moves down south here into Oklahoma. Some purple shading with temperatures that's below about 20 degrees below normal. So get ready for a rude awakening come the middle to latter part of next week. Okay, so let's take a look here at what's going to happen here in the short term. We talked about the rainfall is over with for now. Might see a few sprinkles, maybe some patchy drizzle, but other than that, everything's kind of over as far as anything significant or accumulating. The next time I see a signal for any rain at all, probably some return moisture there on the 9th, maybe a few sprinkles, light passing shower. And then we head to the 10th, and this is the noon update. So this is where it does have storms firing up here across central and southwestern Oklahoma for Wednesday afternoon. So yes, in theory, these could be severe weather makers. If I were to plot a sounding here just to kind of see how the atmosphere looks like, again, it'll change, but for right now, it does have instability showing up. It does have some shear to provide the thunderstorm development. Everything right now is kind of on the weak side, but that's to be expected. It's a long ways away. But regardless, it does show the signal probably of a squall line moving through Wednesday afternoon and evening through Tulsa, and then heading up to Arkansas and Missouri for Thursday night. And then after that, we do have some wraparound with the next little piece of energy that comes in here. Looks like on the 11th. That's probably a chilly rain at that. And then that moves out of there, and then nothing else showing up after that. So one good wave of showers and storms coming up toward the middle of next week. So for the short term, of course, we've got the clouds. This map right here shows you 100% cloud cover, where you have all the light blue. So what we're going to do is try to break that up for you. So let me see when that'll happen. So northeast Oklahoma gets a little break this afternoon. Same with probably far western Oklahoma toward Elk City. And Lawton, from there westward to Altus, little breaks trying to show through the clouds there. So that's this afternoon. As we head into tonight, let's see, let's go to 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Look at that. We're getting a lot more breaks and starlight peeking through. And then at 5 and 6 in the morning, those clouds build up again. And this usually an indication of some fog, maybe some patchy drizzles, what that signal usually indicates. And then those will also mix out for tomorrow afternoon. So Thursday, here's 5 o'clock. We finally have a lot more sun across the state. The exception to the rule, still some clouds hanging tough here west of Oklahoma City, and then stretching up to northern northeast Oklahoma, including the Tulsa area. So a mixture of clouds and sun for our Thursday. And that kind of moves out of here. Maybe some patchy fog or low clouds Friday morning, but then that burns off, and Friday looks good. So if you want some full-fledged sunshine, you get a little piece of it on Thursday, and then Friday's going to be way better for you. Now that will help to warm temperatures up and get us out of this mess. But for the short term, again, it's pretty chilly. So we're going to the 40s today. So we'll be stuck in the 40s again with those wind chill values dipping down into the 30s currently. They won't change too much, but it's kind of what it is. As we head into this afternoon, we'll top you out in the 40s, here in 50s across the state. Let's go to tonight, all the way into 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. The coldest stuff is in the 20s out here in the Panhandle region, southwest Kansas, and all the way down into Texas. And also some really cold valley lows into the 20s here in parts of southeast Oklahoma. It's where the model tries to resolve the difference in terrain and elevation, because cold air likes to pool and settle. So anytime you have a thermometer located in a valley versus the hill, it's always going to be colder on that valley thermometer. All right, so let's go into the afternoon for Thursday with those sunny rays coming on in. Looks like we've got 50s statewide, and look at that, some 60s out to the panhandle of Texas and Oklahoma. So that's a sign of some things to come for the rest of the state. But on Thursday, still pretty of a cool, chilly day. Friday morning, let's go ahead and get into that. We're looking at 30s and some 40s still, but you do see more of these little blue patches showing up. So a light freeze in some areas of the state, and or possibly some patchy frost where you don't have some fog. Now, you can sometimes get freezing fog in that environment. It kind of depends on how it sets up. But regardless, Friday afternoon is looking good. We've got 60s returning to a large area of western Oklahoma, close to 60 here in central, and upper 50s out across the east. So not bad at all. All right, here's a look at how your forecast ought to shape up then. This is Oklahoma City, but is representative across the rest of the state. Just add a few degrees if you live west of Oklahoma City, and subtract a couple of degrees if you live east of Oklahoma City, and that kind of gets you where you need to be. So we're looking at about, like I said, mid-50s for tomorrow, then close to 60 on Friday. Then we're close to 70 on Saturday, and we are in the 70s for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, as we start to increase the moisture. You can tell we've got an increase in the moisture at night because our overnight lows get a little higher and higher. Those dew point values climb, so therefore the overnight lows also climb. So we'll be in the 50s here by Wednesday morning. So this will be the big storm day. So this will be the big cold front day right here. So Wednesday night, that front will come on in. And that'll start to drop temperatures down for the next day, Thursday, with maybe some cold follow-up sprinkles that we showed you. And then Friday and Saturday right now looks a little chilly, 40s and 30s returning for that period. Now, let's take a little peek after that into the more of an extended time frame. Is it this one right here? Yeah. So we'll have to watch. I expect these numbers to be juggled quite a bit and extended for the 13th, 14th, and 15th. You saw that big push of cold air with temperatures about 20 degrees below normal. So I do expect some of these to be colder. We'll probably hit the 20s at night in Oklahoma for this little stretch of weather. So good hard freezes coming up, so be forewarned. And then daytime highs, depends on any cloud cover, the wind, cold air advection, all that kind of stuff. Give or take a few degrees on these temperatures as well. But at least we can focus on this nice warm up here ahead of time. This particular model really warms things up. It's got the mid to upper 70s, which is on the table as potential. The first one I showed you was a blend of the other models with it. But this one likes to get very aggressive one way or the other. So right now it's on the warm side. So there you go. All right. That is what I have for you. Hope that was good. Hope you got something out of it. Take a quick look at comments here. By the way, thanks you guys for checking on YouTube. Mustang Jim, he got almost half an inch there, a little over 4/10, so good for you, Jim. What did I get here? I got about 1/3 of an inch. How about that? It's not bad. I'll take it. Check Facebook here real quick. Whoa, where'd all my comments go? Well, I guess I won't be. Can't Facebook be that way. Let me look on this other one. I never understand this app. Sometimes it works well, sometimes it doesn't. By the way, thanks for the stars. I see you, Henry, so I appreciate that. But all right, so I'll tell you what, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your lunch. Make it a great Wednesday, and we'll talk again soon. And remember, we're not quite finished with storm season. We do start to wind things down. Usually it's from October to about the middle of November. And right now, it's right on track. We have this last storm system come in around the 10th of November, 11th. The 10th, I think it was. So expect some storms there, probably some severe weather. Outside of that, don't know. As far as hail, wind, tornado threat, way too early. But we'll talk about that as we get closer to the event, which I'll do over the weekend. So maybe on Sunday night, maybe we'll do a live then to talk about that threat. And if not, definitely Monday, Tuesday of next week, since it'll be a Wednesday event. Okay, guys, have a great rest of your day. Talk soon. Take care.